like a dog, and I'm all out of luck. Bad business, yeah, you're all the same. Say yes to the money, then you pass the blame. Bad business.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. With that, here are Ned Yost's Kansas City Royals in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's been hitting the cover off the ball lately, batting over .350 in the last 10 games.
Ubaldo Jimenez will be on the mound for the series opener. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, one of the
James Jordan will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Karros, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of the first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
Colon is there, and he's got it for the first out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, these guys go up there hacking, man. They are dead last in walks, so they have to be a little less.
James Jordan gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Minor sets. 0-1 on its way. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Well, Matt, Hillsdale gets pretty favorable reviews from all parties. I think some pitchers wish he'd give a little more on the corner, but he's usually right more often than they are.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 delivery. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. James Jordan will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here, he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Moustakas is under this one as he has it right in front of the dugout for the second out.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's Manny Machado now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. push to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. Orioles settle for one. James Jordan digs in, coming off a single his last at-bat.
James Jordan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. Taken high and deep to right. Orlando ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Oh, man, I tell you, I thought that ball was out of here. And this would have given him a lead, but it's going to wind up hitting off the wall out there. And now just a base hit has the potential to push him out front here late in the game.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pickoff move to second. He's safe. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Simple throw over there.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And this will reach the wall out around the 318 sign. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 4-3 game.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his third RBI of the ballgame.
James Jordan comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and two men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. This is hit high and deep out to left. Gordon going back. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Orioles leave him loaded, and it remains a 4-3 game. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the ninth in this one. Handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. What do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 4-3. Good night from Baltimore.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if the guy in the 7th spot can stay hot.
James Jordan comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, James Jordan.
Into the seats, 0-1. Kennedy into his motion. Here he comes 0-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. There to take it now is Kane as he puts it away for the first out. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. Clearly, he's seeing the ball really well right now.
James Jordan will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Kennedy pauses. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Cologne is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. James Jordan will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Grounded up the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. And a full count now as Kennedy misses there. It's 3-2 now. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
1st and 2nd now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
He's out. Of the positive mode. He's good.
They'll chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't. James Jordan will stand for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He pulls this one into right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Another look here. This ball's sinking fast, but he's on the full run, and he lays out to pull it in. That's well done there.
And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Ian Kennedy. Strike oppose. He's our top player of the game.
Final line score tonight.
Yeah, just the one run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off.
On a Wednesday night, we've got baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals. James Jordan comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, James Jordan.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Eric Karros, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I think you bet.
Leading off the inning, James Jordan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Duffy into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is Dyson. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy? And that certainly worked out for him right here.
James Jordan stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Duffy sets. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Adam Jones comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Tag from Perez. He's out at the plate.
Yeah, and you just have to know your outfield arms out there, especially out in right field. You can see him chugging around third base. He knew it was going to be close, and a good throw here is going to nail him trying to score.
Trying to hold the lead. Now the runner breaks for the plate. Oh, he's not squaring as the pitch is a ball. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands two men. James Jordan will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Duffy has his target. Here's the first pitch. Tap foul, home plate. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there's any intent behind that.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and no throw as he'll just hang on to it. And it looks like Joakim Soria is going to start to loosen up in the Kansas City bullpen. Runner goes for third. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Some base stealers will tell you that third base is the easiest to steal because you can get a bigger lead. Other guys won't go near it. They don't want to try stealing third. They just don't like it. That was a slight step. He tried steal, and he was safe. That was awesome.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Chris Davis gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Orioles lead. James Jordan makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Chop fouled over toward the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he swings and misses on that one, and now the Orioles are down to their final strike here.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Almost the final out of the ball game, and you know, we've seen guys get rung up for less.
Chop foul plate will remain 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives them